I'm going to take this moment of silence to say that other than the fact that this movie is at its core Reservoir Dogs 2, Tad, this one shoots straight to the short list of best of 25 for me.
Wow.
I I figured that Chris was gonna say, "How didn't I see this?"
Mm.
Yeah.
I
I
did.
think the cinematography is fucking amazing in this movie. It is all shadow, edge light.
The cinematography is good. However, I feel it's too clean, which I know that is not a thing. Well, it's just a personal taste thing. But I think the color palette is particularly drab in a way where it didn't have to
All
be.
intentional, man.
You mean
Sure.
desaturated or?
It is
Yeah, desaturated, and even the I'm talking about the actual color of the light, especially their yellows.
Right.
It's
I
a
just think
warehouse.
this,
Yeah,
but this doesn't have to be. This
Calm
is
down,
just
Chris.
like the last movie. This is a very ugly looking movie, even though it's very clean and crisp and sharp. It has great shadow work.
My
Having
Jared.
said that, I liked it.
Yeah. Photography wise, I thought that this is like the beginning of the golden age of not exposing your films. You know, yeah, and it's like it had to start somewhere.
No,
Now
this
you
is a
watch
pretty
it.
recent
Well, hold
movie.
on. This movie's only like
Yeah,
This
this movie's like 4
18
years old.
This film is dark. It's actually
Seven? Okay.
the lights had to be off to be able to see what's going on in here.
This movie uses darkness as a primary element.
yes.
This
Put it
movie
in
uses
There's a
darkness
great
as
moment.
this
There's a
movie
great
uses
moment if
darkness
I'm.
as a character.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
give you that.
Yeah. There's that great moment at the beginning where he goes outside and he hears the machine guns or machine gun, and it pans. All it is his head looking into the woods, and then black to his left, and the camera just pans into the black, and there is nothing on the screen. So you're just listening to the
This would have been
gunfire.
one to see in the theater with surround because you probably that whole thing was probably
Yeah,
going
maybe.
in
This
all
is
directions.
this is one of those movies where just like the last one, you can tell they had no money.
Yeah.
But again, all movies are good, and
This
this
movie was made
movie
for $4.
exactly like for how cheap this movie is, it's really great.
It is spectacular use of one location.
Yes,
Was it a
and
play?
it's the
before
script.
movie?
It's
Was
the
it a
and
play?
the script is good enough.
No.
I mean, it gets almost like Mammoth-esque, you know.
Yeah, it is.
And
It is a play. Like
Okay,
this
yeah,
is a
yeah.
play. No,
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
not
whoa! It
saying-
was. Whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa!
it was
It
not
was.
actually
No,
a
no,
play,
no.
But it
No,
could be.
I'm
Yeah.
saying this movie is a play.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, okay.
like you are just watching a play happen in front of you
Yeah.
that happens to have a downstairs for a couple of minutes.
Sure.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
TV term is a bottle episode. This is
Right.
all inside.
And,
Right, not just a
location.
but
Well, there's
Yeah.
two locations because you're at his house before he gets to the warehouse,
Very briefly though.
and then there is one flashback.
Yeah. But it's mostly well that's like
yeah, but the flashback might
Reservoir
as well be
Dogs.
the woods directly outside.
You know
Yeah.
shit, and it probably was.
Yeah.
Right.
This film had a really great cast. I mean, I was
Oh,
Yeah,
so
the
God.
much
cast
fun.
is very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. These guys aren't the top of the level of anything, but they're like,
I watched James Badge Dale in anything.
Patrick Fischler, he's always brings the weird. You know, the guy at the
Yes, he
radio.
does.
He was in
Yeah, he's
Mulholland
great.
Drive. He was in like this. He's always great. You know, it's fun to
What's
watch
his
him
name?
work.
Malky, who plays Ford, who is always that guy in everything.
Wait. Is he the nerd? Is he the tech guy?
No.
No,
That's
he's the-
Fischler.
Yeah, that's
He's
that,
He's
that's
he's the
dude
young guy.
from Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brian Garotti,
Like-
who I think it's Garotti or Garotti, he was in Flight. That's the first time he was the.
I know this whole cast. They're all good
they're all
supporting
great. They all
actors
bubbling
in
along
like
there really
really
well.
big stuff. To
I
really
mean,
And then
small
one
stuff.
guy, Gene
Yeah.
Jones, he was the guy in
That
No Country
scene-
for Old
that
Men.
scene-
That lighting is
fucking
particularly
great.
good, and finally some color. God,
Yeah.
The
finally
whole
some fucking
downstairs is
color.
green. What are you
guys
talking
are-
about?
Look, you got there too. This was an artistic choice that I was 100%
And
on.
I think it's the wrong. I think I saw this movie, same script, same actors, better cinematography, like better color design, like color grade. Really is what it is.
Mm.
You know, that scene behind Chris, that's great and all, but what about a nice blue wash across it? Give us a little bit of detail, you know? Because it's just flashlights in black, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's all.
I see.
They're right. It's all deliberate. I just
Yeah.
don't think
You can see detail.
a
You can
little bit, but
deliberation.
I could go into it.
I leaned in more and more as the movie kept going because I was so enthralled with what it looked like.
Oh no, I got beginning
Yeah,
and end without
I
stopping.
shadow and edge light.
Now I have a criticism, and this is like a tad criticism. So the thing about this, watching this, and this is about a bunch of like
like gun nuts.
no, they're gun nuts. They're they're like
They are.
They're like an Aryan Brotherhood style.
They're right-wing militia people.
They're a right-wing militia in Detroit area, right? And these guys,
Yeah.
That's it's because they all come from different backgrounds and different things, like the Klan and things like that, all together in this one little cell. And it's okay. That's their bond, and they talk about that. That's kind of that whole like that's the either in or out, right? But I thought weirdly enough, and this is based against like what's happening in the real world. Everyone was way too literate for this. It's like,
you know what, Scott, that occurred to me too. I said, you know what? Not one of them's just a dumb shit.
Yeah, they're all these making intelligent points, and
there are plenty of dumb shits, I'm sure, to be found.
People getting militias are dumb shits. We see it in our news all the time.
Look at the January 6th guys. I mean, those are the guys.
Yeah, and it's like these guys.
Do you want to watch a movie about 6 of those guys fighting each other?
No, and my heart sank when I realized what this was about, Tad, because I thought that's what we were going to get. So in a way, it's like, thank God it wasn't.
Well, it does save you because now it brings it up to the level like we can understand and respect what they're talking about.
Yes,
but why not make a film like this about a bunch of dumb shits? It's like
it would be a very different film
because that's a comedy.
Idiocracy.
Maybe Idiocracy.
You wouldn't get that amazing scene where the mute kid finally starts talking to James Badge Dale and starts basically like, I know what you're doing right now. This is the technique you're using, and
that's like one of the best scenes in the whole movie.
It is.
That kid. Also, that kid's 23 and also 53. I don't understand what's going on with that kid's face.
Weird ageless look.
Yeah, he plays the young version of Hugo Weaving's elf character.
But you know what I'm saying, dude?
Really?
Like those people that look like they're 12 and 80 at the same time. You're like, what the fuck? That's that kid's face.
But the ultimate effect of making these guys, first of all, the main characters, one of them is the protagonist, and we're following them through this thing, figuring this thing out, is that now we're identifying with them, and it turns out at the end it's like, oh, here's the cops, and as much as we don't like people who are in the militia, the cops are worse. The cops at the end of this movie, the message is, yeah, but cops are worse.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't buy like how quiet I mean, I know it's just a movie.
Oh, I know there was no get on the ground, motherfucker.
There was no talking at all. They had their moment, and it's
the standoff.
They only spoke up when he's like about to pull his gun out, and they're like, I was just like, this is so unrealistically stupid.
With the doors raised.
That was cool.
That was kind of fun. That was beautiful. That was.
And I'll tell you, maybe you guys have this moment every once in a while in a movie where you're watching the movie and you're going, this should be the ending right now. This should be the.
Oh yeah.
Stop right now.
That happened in this movie right where I was like, this is where the movie should end. Fuck yes. Roll credits. Absolutely.
Right.
Like, I thought this movie ended exactly where it needed to because you could see like you don't know what he's gonna do. Like it's like shit. I could go back to that life and cut. Like,
right.
Perfect.
That's the thing.
You could have cut it before that cop said, whatever. He's like, go do, go away.
Also, the whole thing.
No, I like the fact that at the very, very end, after everything that's happened in this, that everything we know that's happened to this character, the cop's like, we could use people like you.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he's already been there, done that.
Yeah, you're devious.
Yeah, but he's thinking about it.
Really? Well, of
But
course
he's thinking about
it.
Yeah.
Of course he's thinking about it because the kid fucking Keating got to him. Like when Keating's talking about how it amplifies us, like that got to him. Because what's the next thing he does after that? He starts playing Russian roulette with himself to get him to confess. Like he's gone. Like he is mentally gone at that point. And the reason he grabs the gun in that last scene is because it's like, you're my fucking brother and you did this to me. Like,
who's the main guy? Is that what's his name? The three name guy?
James Badge Dale.
Yeah, not a fan.
As Gannon is.
Oh, come on.
Not really. I thought that scene in particular that Tad's just describing, a Russian roulette with yourself. I thought he played it too nonchalant and cool. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's rad. But I thought maybe he
I
should
don't
have some
think he's
emotion.
I don't think he's nonchalant at all. I think he is
He's just like
fucking
doing it.
I think he's broken at that point.
Yeah.
And the only thing, what he's realized is none of his techniques that he's been trained in, none of his fancy understanding of people is going to work. The only thing that's going to work is if I put this gun to my head enough times and I don't die, he's going to fucking start talking.
Yep.
Like, and what happens immediately after that is they go and they film the confession, and then the cops are like, false confession. And he's outside in the hall. He's outside in the hall with Ford, and he's like,
that little raised eyebrow though during like that little moment where that's like he just fucked up, like he's not that.
So
they know, and it's all it's just like an eyebrow raise.
When he's outside in the hall, and he's like, "You didn't ask me to find the answer. You asked me to get a confession."
Right.
Like,
Yeah, a lot of confessions
like
in this movie.
the first thing Chris said was
Yeah.
like, this is sort of like Reservoir Dogs, like,
100%.
obviously, yeah. And I know Tarantino is his own type of thing, and not to, but you know what this movie is not missing, I would say, but one aspect of it that I think maybe that I would be critical of too is this movie takes itself so seriously.
It is.
Like
There's no
everyone
whimsy in
is
this film at all.
so like,
No.
and I mean, which it's that works, sure. But to me, I'm kind of like, oh, this is just like a bunch of guys playing like dress up, shoot 'em up, bang bang, taking themselves too seriously. It's kind of stupid.
You know what's weird? This is a strange
That's the
observation.
but I
definition
don't
of
think
Hollywood.
the movie thinks that isn't stupid. Like, I don't think the movie thinks it isn't stupid that
I
these guys
disagree.
are playing dress
I
up,
think
bang,
this
bang.
writer director is like, this is going to be the coolest, serious.
You know what this
motherfucking
film
movie you've
reminds
ever
me
seen in
of
your life.
the most is Red State, the Kevin Smith film.
Mm.
It's like that
Right.
same kind of world. It's about militias and like separatists and it's not like a Kevin Smith film
This
at
is
all.
better than that.
Yeah, it is better than that, but it's similar to that. It has the same kind of themes.
Oh, that movie's.
Yeah. Although one thing about talking about the lead, that James Badge Dale is this. He has a bit of that. What's that dude's name? He was going to be in the next Running Man. Glenn, what's his name?
Yeah, he is in the next Running Man.
Yeah. I can't remember his name now. But
Glenn Powell.
Glenn,
Yeah,
yes,
Glenn
Glenn Powell syndrome. He's just too handsome and too kind of like Hollywood made this guy out of clay and pushed him into a movie kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree with Scott. That's why you can't believe certain actors. You're like, come on.
He's a pretty golem.
He's
That's
really
why I never
pretty.
believed
He's
that
very
motherfucker
pretty.
on that biker show.
He
Who's
did a
that
good
British
job though.
guy?
His acting is top notch, like everybody else in the film. But he is too pretty for this. It's like he's the obvious protagonist.
I knew I was going to be on the fucking island by myself on this.
You're not, Chris. I liked it a lot. And I didn't think it was too serious. I think the tone of the thing is consistent, and it's established at the beginning what the stakes are when you hear the machine gun out in the woods, and you realize, you listen to the radio, you realize what's going on. It's like,
Get over here right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, John,
it
the
is.
end-
It's a pressure cooker kind of movie,
At the end, it's realized this whole thing is a complete fucking fake.
Dude.
That's
Okay, there's
crazy.
It's a
Scott.
setup. It's a
Scott,
setup.
talking about the script, there's this great moment where they raise the stakes, which is when they get on the radio and they realize this isn't the only place where this is happening.
That's right.
These other
Erupting in
militias
every
are now
all these different
moving into that just takes the movie from here, and it's like, and now it's here, and you didn't think it could get any more tense, and it is.
Yeah.
And then there's that other moment, which is that fantastic reveal, and nobody should watch this review if they haven't seen the movie.
No,
because
yeah, absolutely not.
a fucking
Stop watching now.
fantastic fucking reveal.
Yeah,
Agree.
it is. This film is unpredictable, and I like that. You know,
I had
Yeah, me
no
too.
idea where it was going to go from 1 minute to the
yeah,
next.
which is great. It's just like it's really unique filmmaking in that respect. That although I think it's still too glib, but it's
I
really good.
praise it for how indie it is
Yeah.
and how successful.
how
it-
indie it is.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like for no
No,
money,
like I said, but also
this is a
this-
fucking.
this is still
This
his
guy should be
only
proud of
movie,
this
too.
movie.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the indie playbook has been, it's masterful in that respect. They wrote a script
it's-
where it was like, they got so much out of one location.
It's
you
like
know?
what's that movie? It's like Coherence. It's like sometimes
Oh, yeah.
you can, which I think is far superior to this, but you can do so much with so little if you just have a brilliant story.
Or the
Right.
one, the one,
and
one
you
of the
don't
first
need
films,
money.
One of the
Yeah.
first films we saw, the Something of Night.
Yeah, I was like,
Vast of Night.
That's nice.
Vast
It's
of
like,
Night.
there's like a high, there's like a mutt energy for independent films. Like
Yeah.
it's like because it's all made pieces and they're trying to like survive. This one soared like those ones did because it's like it's full of ideas.
I never
It's
even
almost full
heard of it.
ideas.
I just
Yeah, I never heard of this one.
Neither have I.
I'm glad thanks for making me watch it all the way through.
Actually,
I did put it on when it came
Tad,
out, and I
Tad,
turned it
why'd
off.
you
How'd you find it, Tad?
I'm sorry.
Why'd you pick this?
Oh, because both of these movies are about packs.
Oh, wow. I love it.
Sure.
All right.
Jim, you got a corner?
I just want to say that the thing that no one said about this movie that I think is what's really amazing about it is an entire movie about clocks. There are just clocks that are constantly ticking through this movie. And it's the clocks of when are they going to get found? And then the clock of how long is he going to let this go on before we have to make a decision? And then the clock of the timer on the cell phone, and the clock of how long is it going to take that cop to get around the side of the building.
Yeah.
I liked the cop walking around.
Well, and you have at
I
various
didn't notice the clocks
points
though.
at various points in the soundtrack, you have ticking clock sounds that are happening during it, especially the first time when they first get to the warehouse. You have the clock ticking and the camera comes up and focuses on the light.
Yeah.
And then it turns off.
Yeah.
Right.
And you don't know what that means until the moment they go outside in front of the cops.
Yep.
And the light turns back on.
Right.
And then you know.
And it's like you have wound that timer up.
Yeah.
And we are waiting for that timer to tick down. And what happens as soon as that timer ticks down?
Which is exactly what Sheila says. Like, they better lay down when that light goes off.
Well, it's good screenwriting because, like I said, the ticking clock is one of those things they talk about a lot in screenwriting.
Yeah.
This has multiple ticking clocks. In fact,
and this film
right. One's
happens
inside other
essentially in real time.
Yeah.
Once,
more or less.
Once they get there.
Yep.
Okay. I just also want to shout out to Chris Mulkey, who hasn't been mentioned. He's been one of my favorite character actors since the first time I saw him.
I mentioned him twice.
Yeah, in that movie Patty Rocks, which no one
is he the fat guy with ginger hair?
No, he's the kind of the leader. He's been in.
Oh yeah, the older guy.
Saw him in The Hidden. He was one of the
great.
early possessed guys.
That's right. He was the dude from The Hidden. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
he's the guy he was in the original Twin Peaks, right?
Yes, he was. He was in.
He's always this guy in everything.
Yeah. but he was in a movie that came out in the '80s that I saw on Laserdisc called Patty Rocks, which I don't even think is on any streaming anywhere. But like, he was the star of that, and he made a big impression on me at the time. And I like this guy in anything he does, and I liked him in this. So yeah.
Okay, guys, I have a thing.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Which is my one issue with this movie, and maybe you guys can comment on it or explain it to me. And that is, the one thing that didn't work for me was the flashback, and I even rolled it back to make sure I was understanding it correctly, which is that
the cops in the woods?
The cops in the woods, and the thing that is haunting him and why he's playing Russian roulette is that he was part of this group of cops that were trying to bust a KKK cell.
That's right.
And the way they did it was kill another cop and then blame the KKK for it.
That's right.
I don't
because
buy that. Cops would not do that. Why would that happen? That didn't make any sense.
You should go look into the Jump Out narcotics team in Baltimore and how they did stuff basically exactly like that.
Wow.
Like this shit happens, man. Like
it does.
I mean, cops are talk about a pack. Yeah, they will defend. They'll defend another or avenge another cop before they'll lift a finger to help anybody else. So why would they kill one of their own?
An awful lot of cops get killed by other cops.
True.
Intentionally or not.
Blue on blue.
Like
yeah.
Blue on blue.
I bought it.
I mean, I could see it like in The Shield, where it's one asshole cop who has a grudge or needs to kill another cop for a reason.
But
this was like strategically with all the other cops that are involved. They were like 12 of them standing there, and they all said, "Yeah, this is what we should do."
No, it's actually it's a bit of a stretch.
It was for me.
Now, mind you,
I
this
don't think
film
it's
is
that much of a
half the
stretch.
characters in this film have these
I-
elaborate backstories as to why they're there in the confessions, like the sister, you know, and also the guy on the paving crew that caused the
Oh,
big
yeah.
pileup. It's like all these
I-
huge
Good stories,
backstories
though.
going.
Yeah.
That's
I
really
did
something.
I once did a ride along with the Richmond PD, and within 2 seconds before we even got in the car and they had to clear us, I could feel the camaraderie, and they made us feel like we were. I mean, like the amount of like
Wow.
love that they have for, I was just like blown away. It's so intoxicating that for a second I was like, oh, I get it. Like this is insane. They make you feel like I got your back and you got mine, and I love you and you love me, and that is the end. Everyone else is fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And I
So
was
they
just
said
like,
and so-
whoa.
They put an application
so
back
when
there,
you
you
have
probably would
one
have filled it out,
to a
right?
So I was
tree
like,
and say
I'm
you
agreeing
have
with
to shoot
John,
that
where I'm
guy.
like, they're like fucking in it, dude.
Yeah.
Like Tupac called them the biggest gang in the city.
Yeah.
Again, I said that these movies were about packs,
Right.
not pack.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right.
the cops
True.
are a pack too.
Yeah.
But I'm just in defense of John's, like kind of
Yeah,
baffled.
but packs will single out one member and destroy them as
That's
well.
true too.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Jim's been awfully quiet, almost contemplative.
Contemplative.
Oh.
I
He's
didn't get
right.
to see it.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's, you know,
it was
good.
the grammar correction was worth it, Jim.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. You coming with that actually made it all
It was
worthwhile.
more elocution than
Yeah.
grammar.
Pronunciation.
Sorry,
Yeah.
enunciation. Yes,
Yeah,
pronunciation.
All
pardon
three
me.
of you said different words, and they were
and they're all wrong.
They're all wrong.
And they're all wrong.
Pronunciation.
You're putting the wrong emphasis on the
It's just
wrong,
on the wrong
syllable.
syllable.
You know that, right?
There's
Okay.
the clip.
Okay, it probably is. I'll write that down. All right. Okay.
wrong.
Well,
I was definitely wrong.
So Jim,
Big thumbs up.
do you have an
from me.
opinion on this movie you haven't seen?
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I'll probably watch it at some point.
Yeah, that's-
Sorry about the spoiler.
all
Hey,
right.
it's
That's
super
great.
short.
What's
It's
that?
short. It is short.
It's
super
short. It
short.
feels a little long, but it's short.
Yeah, I just can't get into short movies. I don't know what it is.
We've noticed.
That might be the clip too.
Plus, I find it hard. I find it hard to sympathize or identify with any of these characters since I didn't see the movie.
Okay, that's enough. All right,
I
thumbs.
can't
move
imagine
on.
why.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like it was a little dark. I wish the photography was better, but I thought it was
Like I said,
intriguing.
this
idea. I was always
goes to my
surprised.
short list for
All I
best of
asked of the
25.
film was you surprised me, and this film surprised me.
And-
Again, what happened when Chris was like, "Oh, it's Helvetica"? I was like, "Yeah, it's the cheapest font they could
It
find."
is, yeah.